parents in Riverside, California are outraged. Why? Well, a 10-year-old student showed up to school with a kill list with 60 names on it. But it's the punishment that had them the most furious. Recently, a 5th grader in Southern California has been accused of drafting and bringing in a kill list, naming fellow students, to his Lake Mathews Elementary School in Riverside. The Riverside Unified School District allowed the student to return to school after a 2-day suspension. Parents were furious to find out about the incident days later, saying they would not allow their child to return to school if the threatening student remained on campus. So I want everyone to think about what it would feel like if you were the parent of a child at this school, because joining us now in the audience are Jeremy and Kristen. Their son attends Lake Mathews Elementary School. What was that like as a parent?
You know, for me as a father, I went right into protection mode of, for my son. It was hearing the story about how it came about, and then to hear that he was only going to be suspended for 2 days. The thought of him coming back was, well, my son's not going to come back then. So us and a lot of other parents basically went together and came up with the idea that we're just going to not bring our kids back until we feel the resolution had been done.
86 parents signed a petition, correct, that this little boy shouldn't return?
Absolutely, yeah. For us personally, our family had been through a incident the year before with my father where it wasn't ever said that he was ill, but was arrested and then put into a 5150 hold and was released, and he killed my dad. After he was released early.
Wow.
Because nobody really.
So part of, I think, what your issue was as parents or as a group of parents is you can't just take a kid out of school for 2 days and then their determination was, well, he couldn't carry out this threat and not deal with what's going on here. Because for people who are curious, in Michigan years ago, a 6-year-old pulled out a gun in class and killed a classmate and said, I don't like you. So if a 6-year-old can do it, a 10-year-old can do it.
Just keeping him out of school without any sort of therapy, without any intervention, that's so dangerous because they're already exhibiting those violent signs. They have those signs of anger, social withdrawal, violent temperament, that we know are the markers for kids or adults who go on and commit violent crimes. Right. So you have to intervene, and at least your action as parents forced the district to take some action.
And none of us parents wanted just to have the kid just disappear. We were saying, do your duty and get this kid into some real help. Like obviously being in the school was not the best place for him, so we don't know the outcome, but at the moment we're just really hoping that he gets the help that he needs.
And I think everyone
the support that they need.
Would agree that this child hopefully gets the help that he needs.
Definitely.
The school did send us the following statement. Through their investigation, law enforcement officials determined that a crime did not occur and the child did not have access to weapons. Yet a threat that could not or was not intended to be carried out can still have significant impact on a school community. Because of student privacy, I cannot disclose the specifics of actions taken or to be taken with regard to a particular student. However, the district will take every necessary action to ensure that threats are appropriately addressed and that all students are safe while attending. Big show ahead of us. Everyone, please stick around.